YouTube, it's TheLilRocker. I am chilling with Buffyxenaman, and what are we doing today?
Let's top our favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movies and Friday the 13th movies.
Alright, you want to start or should I?
Let's have you start. Actually, I think I know where our last ones are both.
Call it.
This is the Nightmare. We're doing the Nightmare one first. And the remake.
Bingo. I hate this remake. They ruined the character of Freddy and turned him into a pedo. They turned Nancy into a complete wuss. The most interesting part of the story was probably the first 20 minutes with the Tina character, who they changed her name. They pretty much wrecked that scene. I don't even know what else to say.
They should be ashamed of themselves. Ashamed.
Very good point.
I guess I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say number 8 on my list is the second Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Oh.
Freddy's Revenge.
Interesting.
I do like this movie, but it's like one of my very least watched, the main ones.
It's one I watch. I don't watch it too often either.
It's just, I just don't. It's like I don't hate the movie. It's just, I wish it was better.
That one's a little bit higher up on my list because I do watch it a tiny bit more. But my number 8 is part 5, The Dream Child. The deaths pretty much got chopped up by the MPAA. The only way to find the uncut death scenes is either on YouTube or there's a VHS with the death scenes intact. But other than that, the characters were uninteresting. They turned Alice, who was one of the strongest characters in the franchise, into pretty much a wuss. I hate saying that because I love the character so much. I love the actress that plays her. But I'm sorry, they ruined the character with this one. The makeup on Freddy did not look right. From what I understand from the documentary, this was actually rushed into production with an unfinished script. So I don't know what else to say.
This is my number 7.
Oh.
So, yeah, I love Alice. She's like probably one of my favorite characters in the series. But
mine too.
I think like they just skipped a bunch of crap, like her Dream Master powers.
There was so much they could have done with that.
So much, and it's just they could have done so much better job instead of rushing it. And I don't like when they rush production on movies just because they're popular.
It's probably because I think in the documentary, didn't they say 4 was such a big hit?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's like, well, it was a gross high movie too, like Freddy vs. Jason and the remake.
Well, my number 7 is Freddy's Revenge. Like I said, I watched this one a tiny bit more, but it's one of my least favorites. It's kind of interesting what they tried to do, but putting Freddy in the real world with a whole possession angle did not really suit me that well. It's not what I expect Freddy to be. I don't know, what were we saying the other day? That it's kind of a bridge between the first one and Dream Warriors?
Yeah.
I kind of look at it like that, so I actually can watch it, but it's just some of the effects, like especially near the end, some of the effects were just like way out there and it didn't look right.
Although I did like the melting Freddy thing.
That actually was pretty cool. I did like that.
That was like probably the best effect in that movie.
Other than I'd have to say the transformation.
Oh, that was good too.
I like that effect.
Number 6, Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh.
This is actually the movie got how we start getting the horror movies.
Right?
But I do like this movie. It is good. It's higher up there. But I really wish they could like done a who is the better fight instead of the humans interfering.
Instead of having it be a draw.
Only thing really, it's like not so much, not many things bug me about the movie that bugs me. But what bugs me is, I mean, he had one kill in this movie.
Right.
That bugs me the crap out of me.
I can understand that.
It's like it has so much more potential for.
Well, you gotta think, they went through like 40-something different scripts, 70-something different writers.
You know, weird. I heard, I can't remember right now, but the documentary talked about this one storyline they had that sounded so good, but they passed on it.
Which one was it?
I can't remember. I remember watching it like, oh, that sounds like a good story arc.
Was it the one where the kids were basically putting themselves to sleep to beat the crap out of him?
Yeah.
Was that the one?
Yeah.
And then he finally gets enough power to get one?
Yeah.
I thought so.
And somehow Jason brings up, he gets into that.
Right.
That sounds so awesome.
My number 6 is Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. I actually do enjoy this one a bit. It's one I can watch more as a time waster, mainly for a lot of the cast and some of the cameos in it, you know, like Roseanne and Tom Arnold. Yaphet Kotto from Alien was a huge part of it. I like the fact that they had Freddy have a daughter. I thought that was really interesting. It's just that there's so much more they could have done with this, at least in my book.
Got into here. That's my number 5.
Go ahead.
Ironic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do like this movie. It's like, you look at the entire franchise, there's movies that are much better than this.
There are.
But I like the premise of the story. I like the fact that Freddy got so powerful they couldn't stop him and he killed all the kids.
It's interesting for what they tried to do with it.
Although the only thing that really makes me mad is like they never explain what happened to Alice.
Right.
Only time they really explain what happened to Alice was in a comic book.
I think in the documentary they had a few different drafts for that one too.
Yeah, and I just like Alice was she is my favorite character. Not was or is or one of them. She's one of them, but I ramble on for no reason. But it's like she could have been a part of this or something like that.
Right.
But they just left that entire mystery that bugged the crap out of me. And I do like the storyline though.
It did have an interesting storyline, at least I think.
You know who was going to be in this movie? The Great Divine.
Yep. But I remember that from the documentary.
But she died before
right.
They started or something. And I do like some of these kills in here.
The video game kill is my favorite. I love it.
I think it's ironic now that you look back at this movie and the games today, and Freddy says nice graphics. And
then the whole thing with the power glove, because that thing was such crap. I had one.
Yeah. I like this daughter. Although, it didn't feel like he died, though. I know they blew him up and the tree things came up, but it didn't feel like he really died. You know what I mean?
Kinda.
They killed him, but it just didn't seem like he really was dead.
Well, when you think about it, they were expecting to end the franchise completely.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't going to be dead, but
right.
It just didn't feel like a real death to me.
Well, my number 5, our list is kind of going a little flip-flop here, I see, but my number 5 is Freddy vs. Jason. I can actually watch this one quite a bit. I think it's really fun, and some of the characters are interesting. I like the lead girl. I like Kelly Rowland's character. There's a couple other characters I think are kind of interesting, like the little geek Linderman. I thought he was an interesting character there, but again, you know, they went through so many drafts of this, so many different screenwriters and whatnot. There was so much they could have done, and with it being more of an Elm Street movie, letting Freddy only have one kill is extremely disappointing.
Oh, didn't they like one of the drafts have Pinhead?
Yes, at the end of it, and then there was another one they were going to use where it was supposed to be Freddy and Jason duking it out for who could kill the most, but it was like the survivors from all the other movies. So you'd have Nancy, Alice.
That was actually a comic book. Freddy versus Ash versus Jason.
That's what it turned into, yes. But it was originally going to be used for the movie.
Yep. I like Kelly Rowland's death in that movie.
I do too.
On Freddy, like pissing him off.
Yeah.
And he's like points right behind her, and next thing you know, Jason hits her with a machete and she goes right into a tree. Okay, we're going to number 4. Andre's going to be disappointing me, but the first one.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Okay, the reasoning for this.
Explain, please.
Not until you. Okay, here's the reasoning. I love this movie. It is a good movie. It is good. Well, this movie, there will be Nightmare on Elm Street. But in my logical thinking, the movie's got better after this.
I can agree on that one.
I do like Nancy's character. I do like the movie itself. It is a good movie. It's kind of hard to place it.
It was hard for me to place it too.
It's hard to place. It was hard to place a lot of these movies.
Very.
But my top 3 are the ones I watch the most, and this. I do watch it a lot. I do watch Nightmare on Elm Street. I do watch this a lot, and But yeah, this is like something I come from before.
And see, like he was saying with his top 3, my top 4 are going to be the ones I watch the most.
Yep.
So my number 4, this may surprise you, New Nightmare. I do watch this one a lot. I love what they did with it. It's a great entry into the franchise. I love how Freddy looks with his skin being split instead of burnt. The blade on the thumb being adding that was really interesting. Some of the kills. I mean, recreating the revolving room alone, that blew me away. I love the fact that Freddy was trying to come back through Heather's son, which I thought that was a really interesting part of the story. Just the whole movie with all the people involved from the first one playing themselves in a different type of the real world. I just thought that was really cool.
Okay, Andre, this might surprise you.
I'm going to smack you.
Number 3.
I'm going to smack you.
Dream Warriors.
I'm going to smack you.
Look, a tree.
Shut up.
These are the top 3 movies I watched the most. This is like the third one I watched the most. I do like the premise. I do like Patricia Arquette. She was good, especially with the snake
Definitely.
head. And when Heather Langenkamp's return, that was sweet. But the only thing I'd say really disappointed me is that they weren't more like fighting him. You know what I mean?
I kind of see what you mean.
It's like you're training them to be Dream Warriors, but like,
And yet he's taking them out one by one.
yeah. It's the only thing that really bugs me is like you're supposed to have these dream powers, and they're like, nah.
But think about it though, that scene where they're all in the quiet room together.
Yeah.
Freddy was slashing through the floor and everything, getting all them feathers in the air to basically split them up.
Right? I thought they killed like that girl, Ronnie, the ex-drug user, I think.
Oh, Taryn.
Taryn. I don't know why I call her Ronnie. But anyhow, I didn't want her to die. I actually liked her.
I did too.
Okay. You're number 4.
Alright, my number 3.
You're number 3.
You're probably going to kill me for this. The Dream Master.
Get,
I
put your
do.
hands in the
Shut up,
freezer.
shut up, shut up.
Put your in the fridge.
I watched this one a ton. I love the characters, especially Alice. She is my favorite. Probably my second favorite next to Nancy. But I love what they did with her character, turn her into pretty much from a daydreamer into like this really powerful character that could go toe to toe with Freddy at the end of it and win. The kills were very creative, especially, I have to say, my favorite is the Roach Motel. He gets the one girl, Debbie, who lifts the weights and turns her into a cockroach. So creative with the effects. Oh yeah.
I don't believe
in you. You
in
can check in, but you can't check out.
No, before that. I don't believe in you.
I believe in you. Again, the effects, the story, even the soundtrack. I have the soundtrack on my computer. I have it on CD. I love it.
It's our trailer. That's our trailer music too.
Yep. The music that plays during the scene when Alice is getting ready to battle Freddy, we actually use that in the trailer for our channel. So, but Dream Master, I can't go on enough about it. I may review it soon. I have no clue what I'm gonna do, but
okay.
Number 2,
New Nightmare.
interesting.
This is why I like this movie so much. Wes Craven is a genius.
Very.
I think he writes smart. He does. He will write. Well, he used to write smart horror movies, and I think this is like one of the smartest horror movies he's ever written.
I think it was himself, Wes Craven himself, who said, "I wrote New Nightmare for the people behind the movie. I did Scream for the fans."
Right, and it's like this is such a smart movie.
It is very.
It's such a smart, underrated movie.
Definitely
of
underrated.
The entire series. I loved the fact that Freddy came back as Matt. Well, he was Freddy, but he was called the Entity.
Yep.
And the story behind him was a good one. And and the end was so good. I loved it. One of my favorite scenes was when Freddy popped out of nowhere and said, "Miss me?"
I like that one. I think for me, it's when him and Heather are duking it out, and down in the Freddy Hell or whatever it's called, he grabs her and he's pushing her down towards these snakes. He goes, "Pick a pet for the Rugrat, bitch." She shoves an eel or something into his eye, pops up, "Fuck you!" Just backhands him. It's awesome.
I don't understand why people underrate this movie so much.
I have no clue.
I think it was so good and so well written and so well acted, and it's so good.
And there's cameos in it all over the friggin' movie. I mean, look at the funeral scene. I mean, there's people from almost every movie in that scene. Number 2 for me, the original. I watched this one a ton. It was one of the first horror movies I ever saw growing up. I loved the story and where it went. I loved the characters. The kills were great. The effects, everything about it. The score. I don't know what else to say. I just love this movie so friggin' much.
Remember when I got that special edition Nightmare on Elm Street?
I wanted to kill you.
Yeah, it was a 2-disc special edition.
Of course, I have it now too.
The second disc had all these features in it. That was pretty awesome.
There's still like a ton of features that haven't even been released. Because one of my friends on YouTube, Ramble Rat for Life, big shout out to him. He's got this set that somebody made for him of all this stuff that was never released. It's really cool to see. I wouldn't mind having that myself.
That'd be awesome.
Go for it. What is it?
You know what it is.
Of course.
Number 4, The Dream Master. I watched this movie out of the entire series the most. I think it is freaking awesome. It's, for me, the best one out of the series. I love Alice. She kicks ass. You know, for me, when Dream Warriors came out, I was like, they took her to beat them. But when Dream Master came out, and they're all pretty much dead, except for like one, Alice was like, picked his ass all by herself.
Yeah.
Well, with the dream powers too, and she managed to beat Freddy all by herself. But that was a freaking awesome scene.
Very. Even, I mean, the effects in that scene were unbelievable.
Oh yeah. And Alex started with this like shy, quiet girl that people picked on.
Daydreamer.
Yeah. Her father was alcoholic and crap like that, and pretty much kept to herself. But then towards the end, she got to a more and more badass, and she kicked ass.
I agree. My number 1, I think you know where I'm going with this. I think most people who know our channel know where I'm going with this.
For years.
Dream Warriors. I watched this one probably the most out of all of them. It is the first horror movie I ever saw. I remember being probably like 4 or 5, and my mom would watch this a ton. She still does, as a matter of fact. And I remember being that little, it just scared the hell out of me. And I love the fact that they brought back Nancy. I love the element of all these kids having these different powers, and that they're the last of the Elm Street children. The Dawkins song Dream Warriors is what turned me into a headbanger. I go by TheLilRocker, as you know, partly why. But I don't know what else to say, although part of the script by Wes Craven, Frank Darabont, Chuck Russell, the people involved were just amazing. The cast, I mean, just everything about this movie I love. This is probably the one I watched the most next to the original and the Dream Master, but I don't know what else to say, so...
Our next top list? You want to introduce it?
Our next top list, our ranking, is for the Friday the 13th series. Now we're going to do the same thing we did with Nightmare on Elm Street, our least favorite to our favorite. Want to go first again, or want me to? Alright, I will.
You.
Alright, my least favorite at number 12, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, or as most people and myself like to call it, Jason Takes a Cruise Ship, or as other people call it, Jason Takes Vancouver. Basically, it's Jason killing people on a cruise ship. The characters are pretty much boring. The story is flat. Like I said, most of it's on a cruise ship. And then it makes you wonder, from the beginning of it, how the heck does Jason get on this little boat and get to this cruise ship that's supposed to be in the ocean going to New York? Explain that to me.
I can't.
I have nothing else to say. I do not like it.
Let's leave this out. I got a different bottom one. Where are you? Part 5.
Really?
For me, when I first watched it, and at the end, they revealed it was not Jason, but ambulance driver. It's like, I think I'm getting this right.
Yeah.
Ambulance driver, and it's like, okay, I don't see the point of this.
Well, when you think about it, that's why most people don't like it. It's higher up on my list because I look at it as kind of a whodunit,
Right.
because they were trying to do something different.
That's what I didn't like about it, because it was a whodunit. I just wanted, if I watch Friday the 13th movie, I want Jason.
Exactly. Number 11 for me is Jason X. Jason in space. I don't know what to say. I mean, it was kind of an interesting premise, although they tried Hellraiser in space. That failed. I don't know how well this did in the box office, but it brought Kane Hodder back as Jason. Probably, wasn't it for the last time? Yep, this was his last time playing Jason. He did solid in the role. Probably the most notable part besides the Uber Jason, as you can see here on the cover on this side, is the kill where he shoves the one girl's head into liquid nitrogen and just smashes her head on the counter. That was really cool. I don't know what else to say on this one because I don't watch it too much.
Yeah, like me. But the remake.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay,
Oh, we're back. Sorry about that. Had low focus problem, which I'll have to fix in editing.
Yep. So anyhow, the remake.
Why?
Okay, I do like this movie. I do. It's a lot better than it's a lot better than the Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
I can agree there.
So, but the one thing I did not care for was the fact that he kidnapped the girl and kept her. It did not make sense.
Well, when you think about it, it's because she looked like his mother.
That's just creepy. And also, she was too young to be his mother.
That I can't put into words. I don't know.
I do love the kills. They are so good. I do watch this.
I watched that one quite a bit. It's actually higher up on my list.
But it's just, I don't know. It's a hard list to make.
Right.
It's hard to place things, so just...
It is.
This came in number 11.
Number 10 for me, Part 5, A New Beginning. Again, I like this movie. I like the fact that it's a whodunit. The kills are creative. It's an interesting story, but when you think about it, with a Friday the 13th movie, as a fan, you want Jason.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't Jason. I do watch this, but not as much as a lot of the others.
Okay. Sorry, my leg went to sleep. Okay, actually, my number 10 is 8.
Wow, really?
Yeah. That's what I get credit for. This movie is the kill scenes.
Even though they were heavily chopped by the
They're
MPAA
heavily chopped,
yet again.
But there's like one scene, the guy's trying to punch the crap out of Jason.
That I do like.
Jason was like standing there, my turn, bam.
Pretty much.
It's like, I don't really hate that movie as much as other people do. Although it could have been so much more better and more potential. If they went to New York, they should have just done New York. Not the back streets of Vancouver.
Again, it's my least favorite, so.
I don't really hate it as much as a lot of people do. I think it's just why I have my own brain.
Right.
But it's good for a time waster.
Yeah, it is. I agree there.
Although the one question at the end is like, why do you revert back to a child after you get splashed with acid?
I have no clue. I honestly have no clue.
The story didn't really make sense either, but...
Right. Okay, number 9 for me, Jason Goes to Hell. I don't know, I watched this one a bit, but it's one of those where the storyline, it's kind of, off kilter. Where does the fact that Jason had a sister come into play? They blow up Jason in the first 10 minutes, and you don't get him again until the end, so it's kind of like that movie The Hidden, where it's all this body switching, which some people think is interesting. I kind of think it's alright, but not for a Jason movie. The kills, however, were really cool, especially in the unrated cut. And then the ending where it's the girl and the lead guy basically just beating the tar out of Jason, that was cool to see. Again, Kane Hodder does an awesome job. And then that ending with
Right.
with Freddy's glove coming up and grabbing the mask, which was the what would you call it, the keynote or something like that, or like the precursor.
It's like they said in the documentary, "Welcome to New Line."
Or it was supposed to be, you know, leading into Freddy vs. Jason, but that movie took so long for them to do.
Okay, this is what, number 9 now.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going. Where are you at? There you are, Jason X. Okay, reason for this is over the years. When it first came out, I didn't really care for it, but over the years, as time goes on and on and on, I realized I don't hate this movie as much as people do. I think it's kind of underrated at times, and I can appreciate the creativity behind it nowadays. It's like when you get older, you realize things about certain things. Like I realize movies actually kind of a good idea, and stuff like that. But and then Uber Jason was a great idea.
I should say we don't hate any of these. It was just so tough to rank them.
Ranking sucks. But yeah, the kills in this were really good. Although when I like the part where the creepy part of the movie was when that guy was sexually attracted to his AI.
Oh yeah.
And he kissed it and like I can't wait to upgrade you later or something like that.
That was like,
that's like no. They upgraded her and she blew him up, and then for some reason they didn't think, oh, it's on a nanite table.
Right.
And he came to Uber Jason, and it took a shitload to kill him.
I love the line when they're like, he's been modified. Oh, you think?
Yeah. Although it's not all in all a bad movie.
No, it's not.
Just some parts of it were executed badly.
Well, I think it was shelved for like a couple years, if I remember correctly.
Probably.
Number 8 for me, the remake. Definitely a solid remake. I like the guy that got to play Jason. The kills were great. It went back to, you know, the basic, you know, have sex, you die, the whole thing with nudity and whatnot. There's just tons of nudity in here. So it was basically like kind of a throwback to the original movies. It was just really cool to see. The cast was really good. I love Jared Padalecki in here. I thought he was great. The lead girl, not the sister, but the I can't remember her name. I don't remember her name, but I liked her too. Danielle Panabaker is the actress. And just a lot of the characters were really fun, and it was just a really enjoyable remake.
Number 6, Jason Lives.
Oh, wow.
That was an enjoyable movie for me.
Actually, that's your number 7.
Yeah, that's damn it. Anyhow, this is like an enjoyable movie. I thought it was like pretty good. I like at the end though, where like they're trying to trap him in the lake.
Yeah, it was just a lot of fun for me.
Although it made me a ring of fire. Like, can't you just go underneath the ring of fire?
Good question.
And they trapped him in the lake. That was a pretty good. This is a pretty good movie, and it finally ends the whole Tommy thing.
Yep.
Which I thought, well, probably like a little longer than it should have, but
it probably would have stopped with 5 if they'd have done what they wanted to.
yeah. But yeah, pretty much, it was a good movie.
Which I can say that about 5. Originally, what they wanted to do was they wanted to continue the Tommy storyline for at least one more movie with Corey Feldman, but Spielberg had contracted him for The Goonies, which is why you only see him in the beginning, and then it jumps forward a few years. I don't know how many exactly, but
He's like 16, 18 or
something like that. Number 7, where is it?
Andre, that's my number 7 too.
Oh, Freddy vs. Jason. Again, love it, love it, love it. It's a lot of fun. The characters, the kills, but again, it's more of a Freddy movie. So, but with so many different scripts out there, so many different writers, a director who was not a fan of either franchise and pretty much said to the studio, you know, this is what I want to do with it. I want to cast a different actor as Jason, blah, 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 blah. And there's just so much they could have done with it.
Yeah. I know one of my favorite scenes in that movie was when that guy's trying to rape that girl and Jason impales him, killing her and him.
Definitely.
He's like, oh crap, and he throws him.
I like the one when he kills the dude in the bed.
Oh yeah.
Near the beginning.
Or the cornfield where
oh yeah.
they're calling him a pig fucker. He kills him and he throws beer on him. I don't know where he got the tiki torch. He walks after him, throws a machete.
Actually, I think the torch was out there with him.
Maybe. And
because the two of them were drinking Everclear.
I gotta remember that.
Yeah, they were drinking Everclear out there, and he's standing behind them.
I gotta look behind, look at that again. But then he comes out of the corner. He stands there, fires like, haha, and then like, oh crap.
Right.
Then he throws machete, kills them, and starts killing people. We're number 6 now.
Yeah, you want to go ahead with your number 6 since our number 7 was the same?
Ironic, isn't it? Weird.
Pretty much.
Okay. Final chapter.
That's part 4.
Yeah. I just wrote down the
chapter.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wrote down the names on some of these.
I did too.
Final chapter. This is where Corey Feldman, Tommy, gets introduced. Yeah, and pretty much, I haven't watched this in a while. I remember it. I just haven't watched it in a while.
I'm going to wait to bring my points up on it until we get to it on my list. It's way further up because it is one of my favorites.
But yeah, I have to confess, I haven't watched probably the 13th movies in a while. I remember them, but I just have to think about them for a minute to remember the things.
I will say, though, with this list, my top 5 are the ones I watch the most.
But I like his sister's trying to protect him, and Tommy comes downstairs, shaved head, acting like Jason, like I'm Jason, and he's confused.
An interesting way to undo him.
Yeah, but they never explain what happened to the sister.
I know, that's always puzzled me. Like, what happened to her?
Yeah. But yeah, I do like the movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but I do like it.
So I watched that one a lot. Number 6 for me, Jason Lives. I do watch this one quite a bit. I think it's a very fun entry into the series. Again, it's the last of the Tommy trilogy storyline, whatever you want to call it. I like the fact that this is the first one with what they call zombie Jason, where he's just undead. You cannot kill him no matter what. But I like the ending. Again, you know, the boat, the ring of fire. They're trying to chain him underwater, basically return him to his original resting place. The kills were interesting. Like I said, the storyline was fun. Just a fun entry into the series.
Okay, we're at number 5.
Yep.
Part 3.
Wow. I have no comment. Go on.
I thought it was a very good movie. And I just like this. I can't remember. This is when he gets his mask.
Yes.
That's also a reason I like this movie too. Sorry, my brain's not working. But that's where he gets his iconic mask for the first time.
Yep.
And he walks around the woods, kill, 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 kill.
Pretty much.
It's a good movie.
Basically, Jason doing what he does best.
I'm just gonna go more details.
I'll try to. Number 5, you're probably gonna smack me for.
Should I prepare?
Yes, you should. The New Blood.
Gah!
But again, my top 5 are the ones I watch the most. These were the toughest for me to rank.
I will give you that.
The beginning of the Kane Hodder era as Jason for 1. Fun kills. The fact that you have a Carrie-type girl taking on Jason and basically beating the heck out of him, I thought that was great. Again, great story. Some of the characters I could do without, but a lot of them were really fun characters. It was just a lot of, again, you know, just a lot of fun. That's what you expect with the Friday the 13th movies, is to have a good time.
Let's see here. Number 4. No, we're number 5, right? Number 4.
We're on number 4 now.
Number 4. A New Beginning. Well,
4 is the final chapter.
shit.
Where you at?
Number. I think I probably mixed stuff up.
Yeah, you did. Because 4 is the final chapter. This one here.
Damn it, I messed it up. I think I mixed a couple of these up. Where is it? Let's get. Damn it! What the hell? I must have mixed some. I must mix one of these up. Part 4. Jason Lives.
Oh, that's part 6.
Did I talk about part 6?
No.
Okay, that's probably one I meant. I just put down the wrong number.
Right.
Okay, part 6. Jason Lives.
Go on.
Well, this pretty much has like the all. Wait, did I just talk about that?
I don't know.
Because part 6, number 8.
Part 6 was Jason Lives, so you must be wanting to go to final chapter. That's part 4. Us, our brains aren't working today, so we're a little mixed up. But just bear with us. We're almost done.
Okay. The final chapter. Let's see here. Oh, that's one. It's part 3. Part 4. That final chapter. It's with Tommy, though.
Yeah. Corey Feldman.
I think I just talked about that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
I probably mixed something up.
You might have just mixed up your ranking with 4 and 6.
Yeah, probably. Just go to yours.
Alright, my number 4 is part 3 in 3D. I've never actually seen the 3D version because 3D just gives me migraines, but again, you know, bringing in the hockey mask for the first time. Again, fun kills, great cast. I really liked the lead character named Chris. I thought she was a really interesting character, and a lot of the side characters, her friends, were really fun. The only thing I have issue with, and I know a lot of people like him, is the character of Shelly. He annoys the hell out of me, and I watched this movie thinking, please kill him, please kill him. And again, you know, the effects are great. Again, it's a solid performance by Richard Brooker playing Jason in this one. He did a really great job, and he said in an interview that the director had told him he was basically a living version of Jaws, which, interesting approach to take to the character.
Okay. I can't I think I got the number 3, right?
Yep, number 3.
Okay, number 4, I haven't quite figured out where I messed up. I'm a horrible fan. Why? But number 3, I know this one. It's the number 2. Where are you at? There. Number 2. I liked the fact that they brought Jason into this. This is like his first official movie. He was a killer. And I like that girl. I like the girl.
Ginny.
I'm just gonna do names today. But I love the fact that she managed to fight back Freddy, and Jason. Anyhow, she fought back Jason, and she even did a very sick thing by most people's standards, put on his dead mother's clothes.
I thought that was an interesting approach.
Think
about it. She had a degree in child psychology.
No, I read some people thinking that's like a sick thing to do, put someone's dead, very smelly clothes.
Well, that is true, but
smelly clothes. I thought that was weird that she did it, but I thought it was interesting. But she almost got away with it until she saw the head, and he's like, "Oh, you're not my mother."
Yeah, pretty much. All right, where are we? Number 3.
Yep.
Alright, number 3 for me, the final chapter. This, again, you know, the introduction of Corey Feldman as Tommy. Again, you know, fun characters. Just a great story, a great way to end the original four films, or movies, I should say. But great kills done by Tom Savini, who has once said, you know, I created the monster. Thank you for letting me kill the monster. I understand the director wasn't the best to work with because he just wanted to get stuff done. There's a lot of interesting stories about this one on the documentary, so if you guys have not seen the Crystal Lake Memories documentary, definitely check it out. Again, I love the lead girl. I thought she was a very interesting character and definitely put up a worthy fight against Jason, even though, you know, Tommy's the one who pretty much offed him at the end of it, but what else can I say? Just another fun one.
I figure out where I went wrong on my list.
Where'd you go wrong?
I skipped final chat. Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh!
Okay, that's my number 6.
So go ahead and talk about it before we get to our top 2.
Yeah. Where are you at? Okay. My number.
You're number 6.
Yeah, How many movies is it? There's 12?
12.
Yeah. For some reason I double.
Sorry about that. It was a focus issue I had to fix, but again, Buffyxenaman's gonna go with this number 6, so take it away.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know what happened to my brain earlier, but I skipped one and went up to the next one. But it's Jason Goes to Hell. It's basically, I like this story. I thought it was very creative. I did not mind the Jason Parasite.
That I was just like it had me scratching my head.
Well, then again, it kind of makes sense. Mrs. Voorhees was married, had to be married, or some had an affair or something to have Jason, right?
Well, she was married and had him.
Right. You never know that there could be more kids.
Right, but I think the sister came from another marriage or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it just makes sense because you never know with those siblings. And
it's one of those things you'd almost have to look up a timeline.
Yeah, there's a timeline I had.
I saw one on a Friday the 13th wiki page.
It explains where his sister came from.
Yeah, the one I found had that too.
Yeah, but I thought it was a really good movie. I think it's underrated.
I can agree there. But
and Kane Hard does a cameo of himself in that movie.
Yeah, I remember.
And I like that. The ending, like you said, was pretty good.
Yes.
It's like, then stabbed him with this knife, and next thing you know,
right.
Praise glow. Although, I'm wondering where he got that knife to begin with to kill Jason.
Who knows? Alright, my number 2 is the original. A solid movie, great slasher, pretty much helped kick off the genre in the 80s, but it was basically, the producers saw Halloween and they're like, how can we rip this off? And, brought in Tom Savini for the effects. Probably the most memorable is the Kevin Bacon kill, the arrow through the neck, although most people love the decapitation of Mrs. Voorhees at the end, which, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows, Jason's mother is the killer in the original.
That's my number 2 too.
Right. Yeah. But again, solid lead girl, great characters, just a really fun story. I really like this one a lot.
Yeah, that's my number 2 also.
So?
You cannot, this thing cannot go up, list without being like towards the top.
No.
It is number 1, number 2, number 5. I think most people put this number 1 though. My favorite scene number 1 though was where she's confronting that girl and she smacked her.
Yeah.
Remember that documentary?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to really smack her.
Yeah.
Because she smacked her for real and she was crying.
Right.
Like, no, you're not supposed to smack her. You smacked the air front.
Yeah.
Yeah, some back later like, oh, oops. And she's like, kill her, mommy, kill her.
Yeah, I love the original.
That mother was a very creative killer, though.
Very.
I hate to have a mother like that get pissed off at.
Right. Do you want to do your number 1, or?
Guess my number 1 is. Audrey's known this for years. Number 7, New Blood. You know this for years.
Of course. Again, these are very tough to rank.
Yeah. Because I liked the fact this was like a different type of storytelling for me. It was like a different, instead of like these normal people running around, stabbing Jason, running, barely surviving. You got someone who actually stand toe to toe with him.
Right.
Who fought him. Like she was a psychic and she fought him. And she did all sorts of crap to him.
Right.
But one of my favorite kills in that movie was when the girl was just dressing up sexy and Jason came after her and she kept crawling underneath the thing and she finally got killed. Of course, that spoiled brat.
I think most of the fans waited for her to be offed in it.
Yeah. I loved it. I liked the Tina. She was actually, her and Alice did team up together in the comics.
Oh, really?
It was pretty cool. This is New Blood. Damn it. That's it, right?
Yep.
New Blood. Wake up, Rain.
We're almost done.
The New Blood is like my favorite one. I watched the most out of all of them. I like King Hodder's performance as Jason.
Alright, my number 1, this might be a little bit of a surprise, but part 2. I love the story. I love the fact that this is the first one that brings in Jason. I love the character of Jenny. This has some of my favorite kills in the whole franchise. I mean, the shish kebab, the machete to the face of the kid in the wheelchair, and him falling down, or going backwards down a flight of stairs. I mean, just unbelievable. Again, you know, a great whoever they got for Jason. I know there was 2 people that did it, but again, you know, solid story, great cast of characters. I love the character of Jenny, the final girl. I thought she was just an amazing character. I really don't know what else to say. At some point I do want to review these movies. I just don't know when it'll be, but again,
probably a team project.
More than likely. But, you know, once again, we're going to end it here. I am the Little Rocker, joined with Buffyxenaman, telling you to enjoy life, enjoy some Skittles, enjoy some Starburst. Any immortal words of Chris?
Eat the chicken.
We'll catch you guys next time.